So now we have Mr. Sandeep Gandhi. He is also one of the leading financial advisor. So Mr. Sandeep Gandhi straight away come from the Rajkot. I'm sure that he from Gujarat. So he is one of the leading financial advisor, having some 20 odd years of experience of advisory. And today AUM is more than 150 or 200.
No, 100 को same problem. Chetan Chauhan की nature है.
Okay. Good.
So getting century.
I'm sure that कि उनका जो discussion या उनकी learning, I'm sure that it will give you a lot of validation and way forward as a financial planner. You can note down some point, and if you have any query questions, please feel free to ask.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm not here to give any lecture. I'm here to learn from you. And I'm not too much into the cricket, but I have seen Sehwag playing so beautifully that you will not like the inning of Sanjay Manjrekar, because I love that cricketer because he was a technician. I'm not into marketing, let me tell you. I'll try to just give you a background of what Keyur has given to me. I have two parts in my presentation. So in first part, I'll try to talk with you that where I was struggling, and there you can map up yourself that where you feel that you are struggling. And the second part is what I'm intending to do or what I am doing right now and how I have solved that issues, right? It's not 20 years, just now I was calculating. Initial phase as an agent I started my career when I was in 11th standard. I was fascinated by the subject of economics, statistics and business management. And I used to carry the forms because if you know, Rajkot is a market of IPOs and the direct equities. Your mindset of all, you can say satta, you can do everything. Everything. Any type of risk is acceptable there without understanding what is the capacity. There I started. I used to carry the forms. In the college. I had no issues to carry the forms in the college, and then after completing the college, I used to go to distribute the forms. At that time, multiple applications were there. So normally in one issue, 900,000 forms was a normal thing. But being the only son, I had a restriction that I was not allowed to go out of Rajkot. And in Rajkot, even BBA, MBA or CA was not possible. CA at that time was possible only that after graduation only you can go for articles, and that was a long period for me. I had no background of any business. Relatives were not into the business. Everyone was into salary and services. You will all agree that probably, I don't know, but this was the issue. When you say that I am a share broker or I am an agent for even insurance, there was no social recognition for that profession. And there was a matrimonial issue also. Right? That time, at my age, there were two issues. Either people were writing that he is into share market, so he may be filling one form, or he may be a stock exchange broker, or he would be in a computer, right? So he would be a data entry, and he may be into the selling of the computers also, trading of the computer. I have done everything because I was just fascinated by the finance. I was just fascinated by managing the money. I can see too many things that people can earn money, but to manage that money, it was a tough job and it was an art. It was not only a science, but it requires an art, and I was struggling a lot. I have done everything. As I told you earlier that I like analyzing the instruments. So I'm less into the marketing, but strong into analyzing the products. And there I did everything. Primary market, then trading with all the stock exchanges, 4 major stock exchanges of India, that is Bombay, Calcutta, Chennai and Delhi. I used to do grey market, which you call, right now which you call grey market. At that time it was pre-IPO trading. In the first trade, I earned, Garden Vareli, I earned something 1500 rupees. The next issue, I lost 3,000 rupees. It was Indo-Japan photo film. Sole agent of the camera photo films, Konica. If you remember the name at that time, it was very famous. I lost the money because it was a dubious company. And then I started learning that how it can happen. When it was published, it was in the prospectus that they are there. And then I started learning too many things like that. I was doing life insurance. I am doing life insurance. I do all the type of insurances. But somewhere, I felt that things are still, I was not satisfied. I was not satisfied. I had 100 sub-brokers with IPO. I was managing 100 sub-brokers under me for IPOs. I was marketing, I was guiding which IPO you should apply, how you should apply, how malpractices you can do. We were able to lodge the applications in the issue 10 days, 12 days after the completion of the issue. Because at that time the allotment process was 25 days, 1 month. If seniors would be knowing. So all up and downs I used to work, but I was not satisfied that where the things are going wrong. I was always talking about the risk factors. At that time, if you remember in LIC, the bonus rates were 85 per 1,000. And all development officer and all successful agents were talking that you can have an illustration of 90, you can have an illustration of 100. Somewhere back of the mind, I felt that this cannot be. And under promise and over delivery could help you. And then if I was preparing a illustration with 65 or 60, I was not able to sell the product, but somehow I was not worried why I am not able to sell the product, but wherever I was selling, I had no competition. I have sold all the type of policies. At that time, 1 crore life insurance would be having a premium of around 10-11 lakhs. If someone older is their traditional plan, they would know. I am talking 20 years back. I have sold a policy. Gujarat is a dry area. One client was there, he had a permit. He was officially consuming alcohol. There was only one company, which was LIC, and everyone was stuck at how to sell this insurance. I have tried up to Mumbai and I have cleared that policy without any loading, without anything, but disclosing everything, with disclosure of everything. And exactly the reverse case happened this April only, that there was one client who had a permit, who was buying the alcohol. He was not consuming the alcohol, he was doing it for his brother. There are the challenges, and I love challenges. That policy also we have cleared. I have already with the front runner since the inception of term plan. You know that we can work only with one insurance company. I am there with my wife, so we can work for 2 companies max. But see, if you see the term plan, the difference in the premium. We have been the pioneer in selling online term plans. We educate the people. In our year, even the branch manager of that insurance company is against the online term plan because there is no incentive to have anyone. We are strongly following that yes, you should go if you are submitting your proposal form correctly. You don't have to worry about the claims, and we are there to support you. Though we don't get anything, we are doing it. We say that we are charging for it. Many times people pay us, many times they bargain, many times they don't pay. But I know what I am doing. In general insurances also, we do that same thing. We always discuss about the depreciation, excesses, what is not payable in general insurance. And that has helped a lot to me for my own conviction. I don't know about the client's conviction on me, but it has been very, you would have seen that in last 28, 30 years, there has been too many up and down in all the markets. Whether it is UTI, mutual fund, direct equity, whatever. And even in general insurance, if you would be doing, you would be knowing that the things have happened, no issues. We have been very front runners for the demat of the shares. You will be surprised that there was only one DP, that was stock holding corporation. We were doing more demat than the direct office which they had in Rajkot. And that was also a free of charge service provided. But when we found that it is good for the client, we are doing it. Today we are doing the same thing for the insurance policies of the clients. Now even LIC is joining and we have some teething problem. But I think money making every time is not the thing. It is your own conviction that what is good for the client. And I have seen that whenever you are doing good for the client, someone there is taking care of yourself. Someone is there to take care of yourself. So I have been front runner everywhere. So in Saurashtra, whenever people feel confused, even in the distributor community, they just call me, Sandeep bhai, ये लग रहा है, इसमें क्या हो सकता है? Or what you feel in the new things. The same thing has happened even in the learning. MFD exam, it was not compulsory. I was the first person in entire Saurashtra to clear it. I was guiding the people, I was motivating the people that you should go for this exam. At that point of time, there was no fixed curriculum. Now you have some textbooks available or some books available for you for it. It was not available. I went for it. Same for IRDA. I genuinely went for the training. You would be knowing that bogus training was possible in life insurance, and you can get an agency. It was not that. It makes you somewhere weak. It's a shortcut, but it makes you somewhere weak. You cannot be every time supported by someone who can help you at every point of time. But if you want to be on your own, daily learning is important. And that's why today I am here. I am also learning something from you. I am going to learn something from you, and I am assuring you that at the end of the day, if you will ask me, I'll assure you that these are the 5 points I have learned today. Same thing for CFP. Somewhere in 03, it was introduced. I just tried that, okay, fine, let me join it. Because I have lost too much of money, I have gained too much of money in the entire financial journey of my life. So I just applied for it. I purchased the material, and at them it was very costly. It was something 60,000-70,000 rupees for that 5 books. And even the structure was not proper. You have to give entrance exam, that was also physical, that was also in Ahmedabad. You have to go at their own time and do it. Then I was struggling. I cleared 2 papers, but then I started struggling, and there was no communication. I was not able to solve my queries, and I was just kept it in the cupboard. And I very much feel that you need a coach. You need a coach everywhere. Even though you have to play on your own, you need a coach. And God sent me a communication from Keyur Bhai that he is there to coach individually for CFP. I just talked to him, and I felt that yes, he could be a really guide for me. And I attended his lecture. He was there at that point of time in Ahmedabad for 2 days. I attended it, and with the first attempt only, I cleared all the papers and became a certified. What I want to say is that during that phase, I was already implementing what the financial planning is and how we should go ahead for it. But let me be very clear that we need coach. Otherwise, there cannot be any universities. There would be all libraries. Why we need universities? Why we need KVY? Is that we need some coach. कहाँ पे अटक जाते हो मालूम नहीं पड़ता है. You can immediately tell that यहाँ पे आप अटके हुए and the things get sold. So that is my first part as an agent. Started selling the forms to doing all the activities, and then I become a financial planner. Before 3 years, nothing has changed. Some more white hair came, but nothing has changed. I was the same Sandeep Gandhi. I was running the same mega financial planners. The struggle started. I was not smart enough like Paresh Bhai that I had attached gold to each and every investments which have been there with my clients. There was no coach after that how I should start practicing, how I should start convincing my clients that now what I should do, that I am in some new avatar. So it was very difficult for them to identify that what has happened. So I started communicating to them. I started all the trial and error methods. Many places I succeed. I had a success. Many times I had to struggle. But it was very clear that I want to do this thing only now. I want to document everything. I want to make a roadmap of client's aspiration. So that is where it started. The main issue was that client's balance sheet in our area is never actual. Right? When your balance sheet is never actual, your clients will never know where they exactly stand. So it takes too much of time to get the details from them that exactly where they are. Because again, individual balance sheet doesn't work, you need a family balance sheet. क्योंकि वो बीवी के नाम पे करता होगा, फादर के नाम पे करता होगा, वहाँ पे तो ऐसा है कि वो ब्रदर इन लॉ के नाम पे भी करता होगा, उसका भी रिटर्न वो ही भरता होगा. तो you have to get all those details together. तो वहाँ पे भी लोग बात चाहते थे. So we have to make them give where you are and where you want to go in your life. So कुछ नहीं, रोज खाते हैं, कमाते हैं, पैसा उड़ाते हैं, बस बात खत्म. Then we have to make them realize कि बॉस ये कुछ करना है. You want to do something. कब रिटायर होना है? सोचा नहीं है. बाहर घूमने जाना है? नहीं, जाते हैं. जब भी मौका मिलता है या तो बीवी परेशान करती है तो घूमने चले जाते हैं. No plan. Then we started working with that. It was first thing I started documenting each and every meeting. Excel sheet. I don't have any software. कुछ तो करना है. I cannot wait for a software to come. Right? Initially, I used to write it on a paper, then Word file, then Excel sheet. Right? क्या बात हुई? Then I started each and every transaction to be tagged as a goal. Why you are investing? कोई भी आता है तो वो बोलता है संदीप आप पहले ये पूछोगे why you want to पैसा लेके आया हूँ I want to invest ले लो आप I want you will have to tag something कुछ भी लिख के दे दो कुछ भी लिख के आपको जो भी दिमाग में आता है and there we used to talk more about the goals क्या करना है so what happened that earlier what happened they had an image of Sandeep Gandhi as a agent जब भी जाएगा तो 90-80% of the client were feeling that वो mutual fund बेचेगा 20% of the client were coming to me for insurances अभी वो बात ही नहीं रही है because 95% of our talk would be related to financial planning and the goals 5% only is the product and openly told that whether you want to buy the product with me I would be more than happy if you want to buy with someone else I don't have issue You can have the obligations कि वो चाचा का बेटा कर रहा है और मेरा एक cousin कर रहा है. You can do it with them. Give me the details. It is not possible for them. Within 1 year they began to return to me. Because वहाँ पे नहीं चल रहा है. I am not able to get the data. You are not able to analyze and the things are in a trouble. So there the clients started coming back. One more thing which I have not mentioned here because it might be longer, but I have started charging fees. Right from 1,000 rupees to 30,000 rupees. I don't know whether I am doing the right thing or wrong thing. I openly discuss with the clients, boss ये पैसा देना है. We sit together, many times he negotiate, but I see that they have a habit of writing a check. They must have a habit of writing a check because it is clearly written on the wall. I don't know when, but it is going to happen. That the commission from the manufacturer will go. See, we have never heard, I know that there was one issue, that person recently died, that he has a bottling plant of water, drinkable water. Today, we know that we have to pay for the water. Today, we know that we have to pay for the plastic bag. Why not in a financial products? And I have seen very, very positive returns. If you visit my website, the first time when I charged fee, when I had communicated that we are going to charge, 20% of our clients went away because and I think they don't require my services, that's why they went away. They are not wrong or I am not wrong. But there is one article written in Gujarati, that's why I am not bringing here, that if you give anything free, it has no value. There was a comment which was documented that if a singer like A.R. Rahman who was singing on a street for 5 hours, no one has attended it, and when it was marketed it properly, there was a huge amount of fee and premium because he was already a known artist, but when he was sitting on a footpath and playing it free of cost, no one has tried to give attention to it. But once you start showing your efforts and what you are doing, then people will pay you. People will respect you. I can see the body language, the way they are talking with me is totally different. And it gives me a total satisfaction to what I am doing. Now they are bypassing their chartered accountants. Now they are bypassing their accountants. These are the two things which you will be feeling that they are the obstacles to us. I have felt it a lot of time. On the contrary, most reputed chartered accountants of Rajkot are now my clients. Because they have understood. They have understood the complexity. They also know that now pretending to be a financial advisor, being a chartered accountant won't work. That won't work. So we have to be very strong enough and to go with them and do that what we want to do. One of the client here written is that I have prepared my own financial plan. I realized that I have to go for the trip because for next 4 years, it won't be possible. You need to draw a timeline. You can think of too many other things where the client can be impressed. I got 2-3 new clients when I had drawn a timeline for them. When I make them realize that, boss, here too many goals are getting bundled for you. Have you thought of it? Marriage of one child and a crucial year of a second child in education. Or even one, recently it has happened that one couple had a child at a very later age and he wanted to be retired at 50, 60. I told him it won't be possible and he realized, that I'll have to work up to 65. That makes a 45-year client. Then he will not move away from you. For small things also he will contact you, कि संदीप क्या करना है? Or he will ask to your team member कि क्या करना है? And that will give you a solid support. Right now my two pillars are mutual fund and insurances. Insurance is fortifying what the plan we are planning, because anything goes wrong should not be suffered. That's why I'm selling insurances. And mutual fund, I feel that is the only vehicle which I identified in 98. Since 98 I am selling. I was motivating all the fellow beings to be into the mutual fund, and probably I am here today because I was just thinking yesterday also that in 98, 99 I used to have this B2B type of talks where no one was interested in mutual fund because Morgan Stanley and UTI issues were so high, and today regulatory issues and the market conditions are the problem. But I am here because I want to see that tomorrow he keeps for 3 days and most of us are talking, and probably that gallery hall is booked by in next 1 or 2 years, where there will be thousands of people ready to listen to us, our success stories, and we need to build the army of financial planners. Name could be CFP, AFP, blah, 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 whatever is playing in the market, we don't have issues. We also support people into taxations, individual taxation, estate planning, which he talked is very important. Recently I was talking to my child who is in 12th standard right now. I told that the value of my business is of around 3 to 4 crores. Simple, na? 100 crores, 3 to 4% of the AUM could be the valuation. He was just gasping and looking to me that, are you sure? That is where the success planning can be, and your son or daughter may not be, but then you would be able to sell the business when you have calculated your business. Scaling up with the issue, but then the selling of the business should not be an issue. So I see a lot of opportunities. SIP size, mind-boggling. Second thing, that at that point of time he is not in a position to spare that much of money, but we have to be sit tight, right? Why? Because as and when he will be having the funds, first thing he will contact you that Sandeep bhai itna paisa hai, kya karna hai? You are talking कि यहाँ पे कुछ कम कर रहे थे, यहाँ पे कुछ करना है, whether we should go for it. So natural size of your AUM with the same clients, because I am weak into marketing, so I am not able to go and meet new clients, but the same client is giving me more and more business, and that is helping a lot. I have talked about the regulators, nothing. Where I was trading in Madras Stock Exchange we were charging 4% of the commission. Calcutta it was 4%, Mumbai it was 2%, right, for trading equities. Why I have taken this example, you know that at what fraction the trading is happening in current market. Same thing will happen. This upfront may go, your trade may be half, but yes, volume can be unimaginable. When I started, we used to party. He would also agree that if we get a 25,000 rupees application into debt fund, we used to have tea party, and if a 5,000 rupees application into equity fund, we used to have a sandwich party. This is of, I'm talking of 2000 tech bubble, right? And today, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs तो कब आके चला जाता है मालूम नहीं पड़ता है, और debt में तो it's normal. So the market size is unimaginable. What we are looking is to that spotlight only. We are not able to look this whole. Someone was talking that Bombay market बड़ा है. मैंने बोला राजकोट का भी market बड़ा ही है. वहाँ पे तो एक चीज तो है कि लोग equity मेरे से ज़्यादा समझते हैं. तो risk factor तो उसको कम बताना है. So the opportunities, absolutely you can. It's unbelievable. The only question is how you can scale it up. Because I'm struggling with few plans written, and I have met one person in Delhi. He has written 3,000 plans in a year. He is not ready to share his insider trade views, but here it is a documented proof that he has written 3,000 plans. So I want to learn that how we can together we can do, and this will be the period of mergers. That is for sure. Next 5 years, we will have to merge. We will have to merge. That's a big opportunity. It is 1 + 1 = 11. Someone would be strong in estate planning. Someone would be very strong into legal. Someone would be very strong into insurance. Someone would be very strong in equities. Someone would be very strong in debt. We are all forgetting that debt. But believe me, most of you would be knowing that the market size of debt is how many times of that is only in mutual fund.
80%. That is 80%.
It is unbelievable. And in mutual fund, it's still growing. It's still growing. So the opportunities with mutual fund, direct equities, whatever, any financial product is huge. It is unbelievable. You need to have to visualize what I can do. Whether you are old, young, like me, educated like you, or little educated like me, it will not make difference. It is just the passion which you have and how open-minded you are to merge with someone else. And the biggest advantage would be technology. You can merge with me for the equities, and I can merge with you for your taxation powers. Because now the technology will be there. It is already started supporting us, but it will be there. So I'm sure it will be pure equities, and we can do it. Threats, I don't know, I need an answer for it. I don't worry about it because ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मैं कितना client handle कर पाऊँगा, that is the thought I have. But then the threat I feel is robo-advisory. Here we have to be very cautious. It is a very slippery area for the investor to do it. Do it yourself, DIY concept. जितने भी लोग इक्विटी में मरे हैं, वो जो घर पे बैठ के जो टर्मिनल पे काम कर रहे थे ना, उसको ज्यादा लॉस हुआ है. Same thing will happen here. लॉस हमारा नहीं है, लॉस सबका है, and where loss is, वो क्लाइंट सबके हाथ में से गया. वो म्यूचुअल फंड भी नहीं करेगा, वो इंश्योरेंस भी नहीं करेगा, कुछ भी नहीं करेगा. And you can see, पॉलिसी बाजार में आप जाओ, प्योर टर्म प्लान जैसे ही डालोगे, it will go to the term plan plus, or there will be pop-up कि भाई आप क्रिटिकल ले लो, ये ले लो, वो ले लो, which would be costlier than general insurance. Threat is there. Again, the threat, if teji comes, would be something that LIC agent was telling that I will do your financial planning, and he was doing it successfully, selling it successfully. The threat probably is from these two areas, so we need to be part of it. हम कहाँ पे अलग है, where we are different from them. And yes, we will have to अपना वो जो है वो छोटा करना पड़ेगा. Where I am earning. Previous earnings were all bonuses to develop the market. When the market has already started developing, the commission rates will go down, but the volumes will be very high. So you are able to make money, but yes, you will have to part away from that thing. So that is where I feel that there is a struggle. But I'm very sure, and I have read the eyes of the clients. They don't know what the financial product you are selling to them, but they immediately come to know that whether you have sold them the right product or not, because source of information is available enough. मैं कुछ आज उसको गलत दे के गया तो कल जाके बोलेगा, and he is able to prove कि आप देख लो ये 4 जगह पे what you have been sold is a costly product, or what have been sold to you is not good for you. So we don't have to worry about it, but that is the threat, because that bank RMs and all are creating that things, the figures which you read with that published journal which we are talking, its threat is that. क्योंकि वो कहाँ पे भी उसको problem हुआ, then he will withdraw from that entire game. Why the people have moved to from financial product was that issue only. There were too many people selling wrong products. So my suggestion is that we, though being small, we have to flourish in the market and sell too many products in the right way. Then huge market is waiting for us. I think this is what the SWOT analysis I have done for myself, as it was told by me, and that is the wish I have, that we want to have an independent financially independent India. That is before I am no more, I want to see that it is, and for that we will need tons of members to work. And I wish that you all, with the networking, you all inform me that within a short time, you have some success stories with you to share with all of us. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So any query questions? Yes.
What percentage you charge to your client? Since you are charging
Yeah,
for
it's a 3-hour session, because I am also learning. To be very honest. But what criteria we have fixed up, that probably may give you some lights that what percentage of fees we are charging, how many times he is meeting us. Because I believe that the time is the most important thing which we are investing, right? How many type of services he is asking for us, right? How complicated plan is, right? And what are his other relationship with us for the revenues, including mutual fund and insurances. If we feel that he is beyond the limit, accordingly we have created 3 to 4 models right now, and that buckets, in that bucket we are there. Still we don't insist them to compulsory pay it. We send them the bill and then say that it would be better if you pay it, because then we will feel that it's a win-win scenario. AUM base also we tried, but still people are not interested in paying 1% wealth tax, right? And government has to abolish the wealth tax. That AUM based fees of 0.5% of 0.25% may not make sense. But I'm still struggling, and I'm with you. We may discuss and we can come to some conclusion and a win-win scenario. Because this direct is also not giving you that option right now, because data is a big issue. Otherwise, that could happen as far as mutual fund is concerned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes sir, thank you. How to solve, sir, कैसे solve करते हैं जब need analysis होती है clients के assets and liabilities में, तो
Completed?
yeah.
उसको बोलना पड़ता है. नॉर्मली लोगों को क्या मालूम होता है? शादी करनी है, बच्चे होते हैं तब उसको पढ़ाना है, और फिर उसको शादी करनी है, बच्चों की शादी करनी है. They have never thought of their aspirations, especially where I am dealing. They have never thought of their retirement life. Retirement doesn't mean that you have to don't work after for 55, 60, 65. It is to become financially independent, right? So we have to create the goals. बैठ के बोलना पड़ता है, बॉस इसके लिए कुछ सोचा है? Then he will come after 1 week, 10 days. यार इसमें कुछ करना है. And then that picture will start creating. कार्ल रिचर्ड का एक नहीं है वो पोस्टर है, Then you have to put all those things into there, and then we have to structure it and then show it, because this would be their scenario. And many times it happens that they are far off, they are better in their plans, so they don't have to worry. And many times it happens that they have to worry. Either they have to reduce their aspirations. 55 पे मुझे रिटायर हो जाना है, बैठ के देखा तो 62 तक there was no chance. That is also a financial planning. वो 62 तक वर्क तो करना ही पड़ेगा. You are late. But things are happening. Things can happen.
आप नए पॉलिसी करते हैं या फिर एग्जिस्टिंग क्लाइंट में?
नए कोर्स में बहुत ही कम कर रहा हूँ ना. मैंने बोला ना कि आई एम नॉट टू मच गुड इनटू मार्केटिंग, बट naturally the client is growing. That is one thing, and the reference that is happening. In that also in a natural course. I am not asking for the reference and anything, but already I would be having something around 200 families I am serving. So for converting it into a financial planning, the 200 figure is a very big figure.
नहीं होते हैं, लेकिन नए कॉल्स होते हैं.
नए कॉल्स करते हैं.
अच्छा, तो किसी का अभी पोर्टफोलियो है, आप पहली
आप पहली बार मिलने के लिए जाते हैं, दिस इज योर फर्स्ट टाइम कॉल, उनको मालूम नहीं आप किस तरह से मैनेज कर रहे हैं, और फर्स्ट मीटिंग में कोई डेटा देने के लिए भी रेडी नहीं होता है.
नहीं होता है, कभी भी नहीं होता है.
So what are the things you are asking them that they become ready to give all the data and everything?
I never ask anything from them. I only say that what I am doing.
Okay.
I tell where I can support you. We have left few clients because their mind was of that gambler, sattabaj.
Okay.
मैंने बोला boss, I am not the right person. And we are not working with him. I have got a good relation with him, but he is not my client. See, ultimately you will have to segmentize. कि क्या करना है? Then only you will be able to have the set of clients, and then you can have that system-driven work going on. So that we are all.
So what exactly you asked him? The
First thing, see, these are the things I am doing. I am into financial planning. If you are satisfied by your existing agents and everything, I don't have issues. Yes, we do one more very important thing. He told that we do a review, and that probably most of the times we are doing free of cost. आपका जो भी है, आपका policy है, अभी in this before Satam vacation, 45 ULI policy came to me. 45 policy in a family. Every policy was sold as a 3-year plan, and 4 of them were auto matured, and बाकी सब में कुछ क्या है, कुछ भी मालूम नहीं था. We have done everything free of cost. We would have spent around not less than 30 hours. My team would have not spent less than 30 hours, but we have done for that. We are doing that for direct equity also, क्योंकि वो सबका किसी के पास तो होता है. Though we are doing direct equity, they would be having with someone. We clearly say them. We have people that who can guide us, analyst for the direct equity, that they can say us that what stocks to keep and what not to keep. We clearly give them the guidance that you do this. पैसा आता है तब उसको आता है बॉस अभी क्या करना है. Then he will not go to that traditional way. And many a times still it happens that 90% it comes to us, 10% it goes to that with a mirror image, what we call. जो portfolio हम बनाते हैं उसका 10% वो portfolio वो अपने cousins को या तो old age agent जो उसका पुराना है उसको देता है. Fine.
Any other question? Yeah, बताइए सचिन.
Sir, what is your tool to generate your new business? My question is like
Tool?
right now, what is the tools you're using or how you generate your new business?
First thing, yeah, I'm very much interested with Keyur by that next workshop he is doing. I'm trying to be on digital platforms. Earlier I used to do hell number of SMSs to all my existing clients. You can't believe that my phone used to get hanged. Though it was Nokia E63, it used to get hanged. Now we are using all that type of tool, but that is mostly with the existing clients. See, product selling could be done with that SMS and WhatsApp. Concept selling, you need to be with him for 3, 4, 5. You have to meet him for 3, 4, 5 times. Then he will realize that okay, क्योंकि उसके दिमाग में भी नहीं है कि मुझे क्या करना है, मुझे क्या चाहिए. Never knows. आपको शायद काफी लोगों को ये याद नहीं होगा. If your parents are not there and if your sister have children, you have to do that mamera, and that is also a very costly thing.
Yes.
आप अपने क्लाइंट पे ट्राई कर लेना. Most of them would have not planned for it. और फिर कहाँ पे वो एक इवेंट आएगा तो पूरा आजू बाजू का सब कुछ हिला देगा. So we just keep on talking to them because these are the things we are doing. We never said that this NFO is coming, or we never said that this product is there, dividend hai. We used to do it earlier. Before 10 years, we used to do that thing. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. But today we say that this could be the product which can be helpful to you. No name is necessary. Label is not necessary. You have to be into equities. You have to be in debts. Recently, we are aggressively talking that we are able to give you better than bank FD returns for 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. Because the rest you know. But we never talk about the product. वो SBI से उसको प्यार है तो SBI में दे दो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. SBI की FD से उसका एक्रूट में उसको ज्यादा मिलेगा. आईप्रो को प्यार करता है, ICICI को प्यार करता है, आईप्रो दे दो. प्रोडक्ट 5%. पर वो कंसेप्ट दिमाग में नहीं आता है. FD के फॉर्म में वो क्लियरली मेंशन आता है. यहाँ पे आप कुछ तो बोलो. Are you able to say कुछ तो बोलो? You and me both know that there would be better than FD returns, but can we put 8.5 के बदले में 8.55 and give him a document? तो कहाँ से ट्रस्ट आएगा? क्योंकि मेरे जैसे 10 लोग, मेरे से ज्यादा इंप्रेशन वाले, मेरे से ज्यादा बड़े लोग उसको बेवकूफ बना के गए, या तो they have perceived that they have been sold a wrong instrument. It takes time, but then you will surprise that we are doing the analysis. We have double-digit clients where this is the third generation where we are dealing. See, this is my first generation business only. My father was not into this profession. He is right now, but earlier I have started this business. Third generation. कहाँ से आया? वो फोन उठा के वही बोलता है, सर इतना पैसा है. Yes, debt equity हम दिमाग से उसको सोच के बता रहे हैं क्या करना है, रिस्क लेना है, नहीं लेना है. Simple questions. नहीं करना है, it's the right time. Probably this is a very sweet spot. You don't have to worry. I think we are running short of time. This one, will make it last or will do
Last.
सर आपने बोला कि हर एक ईच एंड एवरी इन्वेस्टमेंट शुड बी हैव टैग. तो ये कई बार होता है कि हम टैग लगाने का बोलते हैं क्लाइंट को, तो क्लाइंट बोलता है सब मेरे पास सब कुछ प्लानिंग किया हुआ है, बस अभी ये अब मुझे इन्वेस्टमेंट करना है और कुछ नहीं बस. तो उसके लिए क्या करना है?
आप उसको बोलो कितने टाइम के लिए करना है, वो तो आप बोल सकते हो ना. 3 years, 5 years, you write it down. What happens then when volatility comes, you can bring back that paper to his face. वो 3 साल के लिए बोला है, पैसा तेरा है, उठाना है तो उठा ले. But then don't tell me that रिटर्न नहीं मिला है, तो रिटर्न बहुत मिला है. Your goal has not come. That is the risk we have to take. Your time has not come and you are prematuring your investment. It can be 5 years, 10 years, वो तो बोल सकता है. वो पेंशन करना है, रिटायरमेंट करना है, जरूरी नहीं है. उड़ाना है, could be. We don't mind. But that is very important. It is very important.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Sandeep bhai.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Small.